Well, greetings again, fellow Spyder riders. It's Dave with Ozarks Spyder Rides, and today's the first day of fall. It's September 23rd, 2019, and after 3 weeks of 95 degree temperatures, it rained Friday, Saturday, and a little bit Sunday, and it is just absolutely gorgeous today. It's 75 degrees, and we are at Bennett Spring, and it is spelled B-E-N-N-E-T-T, no E, and Spring, S-P-R-I-N-G. So if you're putting that in your GPS trying to find it, that's how you spell it. And if you don't spell it right, your GPS won't find it for you. So we're coming down to the fish hatchery part, and if you've watched our Table Rock Dam video, you saw the fish hatchery there as well. They produce a lot of trout here, and they do stock this spring-fed stream every day during trout season. So there's just literally thousands and thousands of trout stocked into this stream. It's a beautiful area down in here, and actually it's quite busy. There's a lot of campers, and there's a lot of RVs and tents and everything in the campsites. And we're not going to go to the campsites, but I'm going to take you down along all of the river part that we can get to. And this is the part where it runs down into the Gasconade River. And so we'll stop here for just a little bit and let you watch the fly fishermen. Well, we're going to move on and drive down to the end of this parking lot, and there's actually a road that goes back across a bridge, and they fish off of this bridge all the time. And I think you can see the fishermen on the bridge when we get down to the end. I just make a little circle, and then we back out, and we'll head back over to where the waterfall is, and eventually we're going to go all the way down to the actual spring and show you that, and it's quite impressive. So stay with us, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, well, we're going to move on up to the main road. This is 64A, and this comes right down by the backside of the little waterfall. And every year when trout season starts in the spring, you'll see this on television, and they'll be lined up shoulder to shoulder across that dam and be fly fishing. And there's a few people down in the water. There's actually one up on the dam, but he's a little hard to see because of the distance. But he's there, and they're having a great day. And of course, you can see this sky. It's just absolutely gorgeous today. So I'll give you a little history of Bennett Spring. And James Bryce was actually one of the first settlers in the area, and he built his first mill back in 1846. There were several other mills built at different times, but the most successful mill was operated by Peter Bennett, and that was Bryce's son-in-law. So the Bennett name became the namesake for the spring, and also the Spring Valley became a popular hunting and camping ground for farmers because they brought their grain here and they needed something to do, so they would hunt and fish while they were waiting for their mill to be ground. So we're just going to drive along and get some shots of the water as we go. We're moving through here fairly quickly, even though the speed limit says 20. We're going a little faster than that. But there's some pretty neat things to see as you drive down through here, and the leaves haven't started turning yet. We don't really get the leaf color here in the Ozarks until late October, and of course this is just September 23rd, so we don't have a lot of color yet. We've got a little bit, not much. I guess I shouldn't have been surprised that there are so many people out here fly fishing today, but the water is just nice and cool, and there's a couple sitting there watching this other waterfall, sitting in the shade, just relaxing. And that's the kind of thing the wife and I like to do now that we're been retired for several years. But we're getting right down to where the beginning of the river starts, and you drive along this river, and all of a sudden it doesn't go any farther, and you realize you're at the spring. And this spring comes up out of the ground, and you can see the water pool, and you can tell where this water's coming up, and there's fishes jumping in it, and there's a guy standing there with these fly rod just fishing away, trying to catch fish. You know, and the funny part about all this fly fishing, I didn't see anybody bring a fish in, but it is a beautiful area, and this is quite a spring. So there's the spring head right there. You can see that blue area. That's where the water comes up out of the ground. 1 million gallons a day. So it's quite impressive. So we sat here for a little while, and we see a few fish jumping. We can actually see from the Spyder, we can look into the water, and we can see trout everywhere. They don't show quite as well on the video, but we can see them. There's just hundreds of trout right there in that blue area. So I hope you all enjoy this, and if you're looking for a place to go, Bennett Spring would be just a nice little detour, and there's places to eat down here. Once we leave here, we're headed east, and we're going to go on to Lebanon, and we're going to go to the Route 66 Museum, and I have a little video for you on that as well. So thanks for watching, and if you like this, please subscribe, and y'all ride safe and keep your spiders in good shape, and we'll try to catch you on the next one.